Hey guys, it is your girl Kia here. What's up? Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, we do beauty, natural hair, and faith videos. And today's natural hair video is going to be about 8 myths that are prevalent in the natural hair community. We're going to try to debunk these myths. Let's chat about them. Let's talk about them. The first thing I want to say to you guys is that Vlogmas is about 8 days away and I'm super excited. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe because the videos are going to be coming back all December, from December 1st to December 31st. And the next thing is that if you have been watching my shorts, you've seen that I had a very short-lived silk press phase. Wow, I can't even talk. A silk press phase, but it is over. Your girl washed your hair. The curls are back. I put on this wig today because I have somewhere to go. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, the first myth that I want to talk about, and I know we all hear this, is that natural hair doesn't grow. Every time there's someone with long hair online, everyone's like, it's genetics, it's genetics. And it's like, yeah, it is genetics, and genetics does play a role in the growth of your hair and how fast your hair grows, etc. But like, that is not the sole reason for people having long hair. And like, you 1000% can have long natural hair. I will say that it is really less about what you put on the outside of your hair. Like, that's important, but it's really important what you put inside your body. And on this big chop journey, this third time around for me, I found that my hair actually grew much faster than it had the previous 2 times I grew my hair. And simply because I started eating better. I started incorporating more fruits, more vegetables in my diet. I started taking a multivitamin. I started taking collagen. Like, there's certain things that your body needs. So it's like, if you can have the most amazing products in the world, but if you are eating poorly all the time, it will hinder your hair growth. Like, just keeping it 100 with y'all, it will hinder it. So while genetics does play a role, there are so many other factors that play a role in our hair growth. And I feel like the problem is that a lot of times people don't want to put the work in to get the results that they want, but then they just say, oh, it's just genetics, oh, it's just this. And it's like, well, no, your hair can grow. It 1000% can grow, but you have to be willing to do what you gotta do in order to make that a reality. Number 2, straight hair is more manageable than natural or curly hair. Oh my goodness. I found out when I got my silk press that that was a lie. A straight up lie. Now, I won't say it's a lie because it could be a reality for some people, but I would not say that it's more manageable than straight hair. Straight hair takes a lot of managing, especially if you do not have naturally straight hair, like, because then you have to keep going back to your roots or whatever area of your hair that's getting that's not straight anymore. You have to re-straighten it, or you know what I'm saying, like, you have to make sure parts of your hair are sleek. Like, there's a lot of maintenance that goes with it. You have to make sure your hair is wrapped at night. Like, it's really a lot. And I felt like for me, because I have fine hair, my hair just does not look good straight. Like, I just have to be honest. The curly, the natural looks so good on me. Like, if it suits my face, I have so much versatility. With the straight hair, it's like, it's actually harder for me to manage because I cannot come up with hairstyles that look nice. My hair is not holding any shapes, any styles is not holding it. My hair is very soft, very fine, and rollers don't even stay in it, like that type of thing. So for me, I felt that to be the complete opposite. I feel like my natural hair is so much more manageable, and I really think it's obviously a case-by-case basis, but I would not say by any means that, like, oh, straight hair is it. Like, and I feel like people make that seem like the thing. Like, a lot of people go over to perms or go over to whatever it is, and because they're like, oh, well, straight hair is better. Straight hair is so much easier. And it's like, for me, it's not. I feel like if my hair was straight, it would 1000% break off. It is very hard for me to manage straight hair. On to number 3. I hear this all the time, and it really annoys me. Natural hair is unprofessional. that gets me, right? Because I've heard people say, oh, I cannot wear my natural hair because XYZ type of people will perceive me this way. And to that, what I think is like, they're going to perceive you that way anyways, whether you decide to wear a wig, whether you decide to wear braids, or whether you decide to wear your natural hair. So if you're going to be perceived like that anyways by that certain group of people, then why not just wear your hair? Like, there's so many hairstyles that you can do that look good. It doesn't necessarily have to be sleek, you know, for people who are like, I don't want to be putting gel or wearing a slick back bun. You don't need to do that. There are plenty of hairstyles that look nice, that look beautiful, that look professional, that are natural. Yeah, like, I don't think there's anything unprofessional about natural hair. And I worked in the business world. I worked at a news company before, and I had my natural hair and it was perfectly fine. So I feel like people just like use that as a cop out, and it's kind of annoying to me. On to number 4, natural hair is dry and nappy. Ugh. Natural hair is not dry. Any hair can be dry if you do not take care of it. Like, yes, we know that different ethnicities of people, sometimes their hair are more on the oilier side, and black hair is usually like drier. But natural hair is not dry. You have to put something in your hair in order for it to not be dry. You have to put some leave-in conditioner. You have to, you know, put some sort of cream or something in your hair for it to not to be dry. Honestly, for me, water is my best friend. The way that I stop my hair from being like dried out is by washing often. I use a clarifying shampoo because I do have psoriasis, dry scalp sometimes. And then I use a hydrating shampoo and a hydrating conditioner, and I put in a leave-in conditioner. And that makes my hair nice and moisturized. So I feel like, yeah, it's dry if you don't take care of it and do anything to it. And as far as it being like nappy, and I use that in quotes because people love to use the term nappy and to describe like coils or curls, and it's very annoying. I would just say that's not true. Like, yes, sometimes hair does get matted. Sometimes it may get tangled on top of it, like the strands may get tangled, but like it's not nappy. I feel like people like use that word in a derogatory way, and it's like, no, like, it's hair just like everybody else's hair is. Like, we don't have to attribute any special name to it. It is hair. The 5th thing is that natural hair is a lot of work. Again, that's another one of those things where it's like anything that you take care of is a lot of work. It's all about your perception, right? So somebody might say, oh, well, my hair is straight now, so it's not as much work as it was when I was natural. But guess what? There's still certain treatments you have to uphold. There's still salon visits you have to go to. There's still, you know, certain maintenance that you have to keep up with. That could be considered a lot of work as well. It's all about your perspective. I don't think taking care of my hair is a lot of work because I love my hair and I want my hair to look nice. Like, I just feel like I feel like it's subjective. Like, it's not a lot of work. It's really not a lot of work. Like, it's the same amount of work as if you were taking care of anything. You have to put effort into it. And a lot of times I feel like we just want to wake up and be able to go. And certain people can do that. But like, you know, as natural hair, Black women, we may not necessarily be able to do that. But that doesn't mean that it's a lot of work. It means that it takes maintenance, just like anything else that looks nice in your life. Like, you maintain your body. You do beauty treatments, you do this, you do that. That may seem like a lot of work, but really it's just what you do to maintain yourself. So is it that it's a lot of work, or is it that you have to put effort into what you're doing to make sure that you look nice? Number 6, the term growing dandruff. Oh my gosh, if you are Black, you probably have heard this term so many times. Like, anytime that, and I love you, Mom. Anytime that my scalp was like dry and I had a lot of dandruff, my mom would say, oh, that's growing dandruff. And that's not really a thing. Like, growing dandruff is not a thing. And I feel like that goes into the other myth that like your hair grows better when it's dirty. And I hear people say this all the time, and I don't really agree with it. Like, my hair grows best when it's clean, when it doesn't have a whole bunch of stuff in it, where my scalp has a chance to breathe. I feel like the person's hair may be growing because they're leaving it alone, but not necessarily because it's dirty and the dirt itself is making it grow. Like, I don't know that that's true. But also, yeah, just like with the growing dandruff thing, like, I feel like that's a thing that's been passed down from generation to generation. Like, we say, oh, it's growing dandruff, and it's like, well, no, that's not necessarily a sign of growth. It is a sign that you need to clean your scalp. It is a sign that maybe you are using a lot of oils or a lot of product that's building up on your scalp. But I don't necessarily know that that means that my hair is getting longer because it's dirty. I feel like it's quite the opposite. Like I said, for me personally, when my hair is clean, that's when it thrives the most. So yeah. Number 7, protective styles are the best way to grow your natural hair. I'm just gonna have to disagree. Like, yes, it works for some people, but is it like the end all be all of you need to do that in order to grow your natural hair? I don't think that's true. I've had a lot of issues with protective styling because they're not protective at all. When you have someone yanking at your scalp, when you have something glued down to your head for a long period of time and your scalp can't breathe, when you know, like, your hair is pulling and you have little strands holding on to these big pieces of hair. Like, I don't know, how is that protective? Like, again, it's your hair's out of the way, so it's exposed to less manipulation, and that may help it with growth. But I don't think that's the only or even the best way to grow your natural hair. Like I said, it definitely works for some people. It does not work for me. I'll like do it'll go in cycles for me. Like, I'll do the, like, maybe I'll do the wig for a bit, but then I'll wear my natural hair on, and maybe I'll do the wig. You know what I mean? Like, I'll alternate between it, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna wear this wig for 6 years because that's what's gonna make my hair grow, and then just not take care of my hair under the style. I feel like people think that protective styles means I'm just gonna not do anything to my hair. I'm just gonna slap a wig on or slap braids on for the next 10 months, and that's gonna be it. Like, well, no. Your hair could be in a lot better health if you did actually take care of it. And on to number 8, our last and final. Natural hair does not suit everyone. To me, that is like the craziest statement I've ever heard, because that's like me saying, well, brown skin doesn't suit all Black people. It's the skin you were born with. So yeah, it does suit you. Natural hair grows out of your scalp. It does suit you. It's the hair that you were born with. Most of us wear our natural hair as children. Some people don't wear natural hair as children, and then as we get older, because of societal influences or because people have said that certain things are not beautiful, then we say, oh, it doesn't suit me. But it's like, it suited you for, I don't know, 10 to 15 years of your life, and now all of a sudden you feel like it doesn't suit you anymore. Like, it's the hair that grows out of your scalp. It suits you. It's just that you have not fallen in love with it yet. Like, you don't like it yet. And I get it, because, you know, sometimes people don't feel attractive with their natural hair. I've heard people say it before, and I had a time in my life when I didn't feel that way too. But like, I wouldn't say that it's necessarily that it doesn't suit you. It's just that you are not comfortable right now with the hair that grows out of your scalp in the way that it looks. Like, if we're just being honest. But these are just some natural hair myths, some natural hair things I have heard, and I wanted to chat with you guys about them. Leave a comment below if anything in this video resonated with you. How do you feel about these natural hair myths? What is a myth that you've heard about natural hair that you feel like should be debunked? Drop it in the comments below. Subscribe, guys, and remember that Vlogmas is literally around the corner, so you do not want to miss it. Follow me for more, guys. Bye.